Hello, my crafty people out there. It is time for our weekly project. If you haven't been here before, my name is Stephanie, and I upcycle clothing. Generally things I find at my local thrift stores, sometimes estate sales, and I even dabble a little in the eBay. Whatever I need to find the materials. So today I have a thrift store find. Had it for a little bit. It was $4.19. It is a beautiful embroidery piece. It's not fancy, but the embroidery is gorgeous. But of course, it's too small. So I would like to see if I can make this a little bigger. I might have to go sleeveless, but during this time of year, who cares? But I want to see if I can make it a little bigger using the sleeves. So if you want to follow along, let me know what you think. Don't forget to hype, and I will catch you at the table. Okay, there is no pattern. We are just going to be winging it, and essentially what I want to do is take these sleeves off, and I want to expand the sides. The shoulders don't seem to be too far off. I think they'll be fine, and it will end up being sleeveless. I'm sorry about that. You could do another fabric and make sleeves again, but at this point, I just want to see if I can do it. So I'm going to cut up each side, and I'm going to cut the sleeves off. I'm leaving the shoulder seams and the neckline, and we're going to see how it works. I am probably going to try and take the elastic out of these, just so I can clip this edge off nice and clean without losing any fabric. But if it serves to be too much problem, then I will just cut the elastic off as straight as possible. So first I'm going to turn this thing inside out and get to deconstructing. You know, I haven't done this in a while. Usually it's a man shirt. This entire shirt is serged. So it's not a terribly expensive shirt, obviously, but that's how everything is sewn. It's not even any, there's not any stitching other than serging on it. Well, except for the hems and the neckline. All right, let's get going. I'll take the sleeves out first. Nah, I'll save them for last. Let's take this off. Might have to snip out the hem a little, so I'm going to untuck the hem so I can take the seam up. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. We ain't going fancy. We're just cutting it up. I'm going to cut right along the side of this serge line. I'm going to keep it as close as I possibly can because I don't want to lose. The idea with this particular project is to keep as much fabric as possible. Okay, here I am cutting up that side, and I'm going to go all the way up, again, keeping really close to that seam allowance because, you know, save everything we got. And then I'm going to roll around that sleeve, and I'm leaving the seam allowance on the shirt, but it doesn't matter. It's going to come off anyway. Okay, got the sleeves off, and yes, the elastic is going to prove to be challenging, partly because of the way it was applied and partly the kind of elastic it is. So I'm just going to snip off these gathered ends. I'm going to try and hold it nice and tight when I do it. I got to make a hole first. Okay, I'm just snipping that elastic off, and I'm holding it as tight as possible to get a straight line. It was sewn in completely, and it was also almost, I don't know how to describe the elastic, but it was not going to come out. And then I'm going to split the sleeves up the side seams or the underarm seam, and again keeping it really straight on that serge line. All right, everybody, I've got them cut apart. So this is the body. Again, I left the neckline and the shoulders. And I know it sounds really crazy, but I took the seams. These are the serge seams off of the side of the shirt. And I have an idea. I'm not going to let them go to waste. Sounds kind of odd, but I might need them. And then we have the sleeves. Now, the sleeves, the thing about them is this isn't the best constructed piece. So this part at the bottom isn't even. And you can see that because this is the other sleeve. So I'm going to need to trim these down, and I'm going to add some lace to the bottom to make up the length difference. All right, first thing we're going to do is trim up this bottom. We're going to leave just a little bit for the lace to attach to. All right. Now we're going to cut the width out that we want. I need at least 10 more inches to make it really super comfortable. So I am getting 6 inches, a little over 6 inches out of the sleeve. Nice way to cut that straight. Now that I've got the sleeves cut, I'm going to add this lace. It's nothing fancy, but it's the right length to give me enough length to add it to the sides. It might come down just a smidge past the sides, but I don't think much. So I'm going to add this to the bottom of the sleeves, and then we're going to put the sleeves in here. And of course, I'll trim up the top. So let's go to the machine and put our lace on the bottom here. I serged the lace onto the bottom. This did two things. It attached it, and it also finished that raw edge of the sleeve. Okay, I added the lace to the bottom of the sleeve that I trimmed. It's not a perfect trim. The embroidery is just wonky, but it's going to be on the sides. We're not worried, and this is a summer shirt. I'm not wearing it to an opera. It's all good. So I'm measuring, I've just got the front pulled out here. The back is kind of folded over there. And I'm putting the sleeve down to kind of gauge how much I'm going to get out of this. And then it's more than enough. But it is going to be a little wide up at top. And I want to be able to kind of cinch it up. So that's where we're going to use these. I mean, they're not going to fray. They're just the serger strips or seams. So I'm going to use 2 of these on each side in the seam line while I'm sewing them. And that's going to give me the opportunity to make a little tie on the side. Now, these are a little more colorful, and these are a little more white, but I don't care. I'm going to put 1 on each side. So let's just put the white ones to the back. So we'll save those to pin into the back seam. And we'll put these in the front. And I want the strongest piece so it doesn't come out. So we're just going to flip our little piece over here. And I'm looking at maybe 3 inches down. Or should I do 2? Let's do 2. So I'm going to have it hanging out right there. And that way, when I sew it together, it'll already be in there. And I'm going to measure it on the other side and make sure I'm on the same spot. Like that. So, over here. Oh, nope, I need the colorful one. There it is. All right. It'll be right. See, these are a little uneven too, oddly enough. So, like I said, not the best construction, but that's okay. We're going to make it work and make it cute. So I think maybe a little farther up. This one comes down about 2 inches. This one's be a little bit more than 2 inches, but that's because this particular seam is a little crooked. Like that. And again, it's going to be on opposite sides. Nobody's going to see each other from the other side. And then we're just going to put a pin in it. Oh, let me pull it out some. Is that how much I pulled it out? Maybe not that much. Put a pin in it. And now I'm using the serger for this. I serged the lace on the bottom. I'm going to serge the other stuff too. Just like they did originally. Kind of keep with that process. Now you could just straight sew it. You could zigzag over it. It's whatever you want. And of course it'll be your shirt. It'll be different than this one anyway. All right, let's go sew these seams. And then once we do that, we'll flip this back side over and sew it to the other side and put these little strips in just the same way. And that'll give us little ties on the side to cinch it up if it's too wide. The only thing we'll have to do after that, because everything's already hemmed, is we'll just put some single fold bias tape around the armholes and we'll call it done. Let's go to the serger. Okay, the first thing I serged was the front seams that we had put together with the little ties still in there so they stay. And then I serged the back seams in the exact same way, again, applying the little ties in the seam. Okay, we've got the side sewn on. We're looking at it from the inside of the shirt, so the little tassels are on the outside. Not tassels, ties. And I did not cut the top off of the sleeve top because I'm thinking I want to keep it and just fold it in to the armhole. Give it a little more stability in that lower part because this fabric is kind of thin. Now I might trim it once we put the bias tape on it, but I'm leaving it for right now. And I pinned it straight across. And then I've tried it on and I need a little less than what we got out of that sleeve. So I'm going to take this small little, probably 1/2 inch pin tuck, or not pin tuck, tuck, where I'm taking that sleeve and pushing it into the shirt at the seam line. And then on the front, I'm doing the same thing, but a little more aggressively. So I've got a little bit more tucked in here, and I've got this side seam kind of rolling, and I'm going to gradually roll it up like that into the bias tape. So I'm just kind of making some makeshift darts, essentially. The darts, it didn't have the right amount or shape of fabric to make darts to go this way, and I wouldn't want to put them in here. This wouldn't do me any good. I just needed a little less under the arm. So now I'm going to take my bias tape and I'm going to run it around these armholes using our usual technique where we open up the single fold bias tape, and as soon as I can beat the packaging there, we open up one side of the fold, we put it down on the edge of the fabric, right side, it's not wrong side, right side of the fabric, sew it in that crease or that fold, and then turn it into this side. Sorry, it's a little backwards right now because of the way I've got it pinned, but let's go put the bias tape on and give her a try. This might be a real easy way to upsize some shirts that you might, find that you like and you can't get in them. I have a lot of those. Okay, here I am applying that bias tape to the armholes. And again, this is right sides together. I'm doing this from the right side of the fabric. And then after I turn it in, I do a top stitch, again from the right side, to make sure I catch that piece I folded in. Okay, everybody, what you think? Turned out pretty cute. Got a little ties on the side. This is a great way to upsize something that you thrift that you know is not your size, but you really like something about it. Like I I love the embroidery flowers. And adding the little lace at the sides was pretty simple and gave me the extra length I needed to match up those patterns. So I'm sorry about the lighting and the background. I'm at the beach. And filming on the beach is actually more challenging than you would imagine. The lighting is terrible, and I haven't had an overcast day yet. So, but I do have some footage of what I see out my back door, so I will be happy to share that with y'all at the end. If you enjoyed this, by all means, like, subscribe. Don't forget to hype, and I will catch you on the flip side of our next project.